Where are all the workers? We've asked that question so many times on this program. Have you seen all the help wanted signs in windows across Western New York? Well, tonight we want to focus in on two groups that are facing big shortages that could impact your kids and your health care. And that's where we'll start for tonight's town hall. And take a look at this. Nurses and teachers across the country, hospitals and school districts having to get really creative with their recruitment, offering more and more incentives to lure these workers. In healthcare, the Department of Labor and New York State Health Department both project a big shortage of RNs. Across the U.S., there are more than 175,000 openings right now. And in New York State, we could be down 40,000 nurses by the year 2030. It's a scary number considering the years of training that's required to replace these people. Local hospitals are reacting. For instance, Catholic Health has hosted on-the-spot recruitment events with tens of thousands of dollars in bonuses. Meanwhile, in education, an estimated 300,000 public school teachers and staff have left the field between February 2020 and May of this year. A recent survey of teachers found almost 80% said they are dissatisfied with their working conditions, almost half saying they're very dissatisfied. And one study found 55% of educators are seriously considering ending their careers earlier than expected. To fight back, states are changing the rules. For instance, Florida will let military vets lead classrooms without having full certification. Alabama is also lowering the requirements. And in North Carolina, they're considering basing teacher pay on how students perform as an incentive. We're going to tackle both of those staffing issues here tonight, starting with nurses. And 2 on your side's Kelly Dudzik joins me now. So there is this new program that we've learned about, right? Designed to, I guess, train more nurses, get them ready to go out and into the workforce. It involves a local community college and a local hospital.
Exactly. And it's expected to be a really competitive program with up to 50 spots available a year, offering financial aid and guaranteed employment when you graduate. Erie County Medical Center scholars would receive scholarships of up to $1,500 a year to cover things that federal, state, and other grants do not. They will also be guaranteed clinical seats throughout their training, given free board exam prep courses, application fee reimbursement, and employment offers when they are done with school. SUNY Erie is also interested in recruiting people who started nursing school, stopped going to do something else or for some other reason, and then want to go back now.
We're really interested in getting as many people qualified and into the workforce as quickly as possible. So if someone, for example, is just a semester to go and we can figure out how to bring them back in, enable them to get the credentials they need, it will be a win for all of us. So without a doubt, we're interested in trying to ensure that we're providing a service to anybody and everybody who can take advantage of this great opportunity.
So people who are interested just need to apply, make sure you meet all the requirements. The president says again that it is very competitive. They usually have about 800 people apply to get into the nursing program, and not that many get in.
One of the big questions I think people have is, why is this shortage so acute now? And we've heard different reasons.
Right.
What are you being told on that?
So they said today that they were having an issue with people retiring before the pandemic started, and then the pandemic kind of accelerated that in some ways, but they're hoping this program attracts people who maybe haven't thought about nursing or have thought about it and just want to enter a field where you can help people.
So much has changed with the pandemic. And people have really looked at what they want to do. People are really trying to go out and find that special thing they can do for other people. So with that, I think this nursing collaboration with SUNY is going to be very important for them to try to find what's going to serve them best in their lives, as well as to serve the patients and community around Western New York.
And there are also other financial aid options out there. You know, there's federal aid, state aid. The county has a program where you can be reimbursed for childcare, thousands of dollars a year. So the resources are out there. You just need to know where to look. I have links in my story online. All
right, we'll look forward to that, Kelly. Thank you very much. So let's turn now to the other part of this. Teachers, many school districts scrambling ahead of September to fill vacancies and stack their rosters. And that's especially the case with substitutes. The Buffalo Public School District is actively recruiting and changed some of the policies to try to cast a wider net. Joining us live right now is Lou Petrucci. He is the president for the Buffalo Board of Education and Park District member. It's great to have you on. Thanks so much for coming in. I know that you don't have absolute numbers right now, and I'm sure this can fluctuate, but how severe is the need right now in terms of substitute teachers? And they are so crucial, right? If you don't have a teacher in the classroom, you're in big trouble.
Absolutely. They play a pivotal role in our classrooms, either when we have a teacher that's off on leave for various reasons, or until we can identify a teacher for a long-term assignment for that classroom. We had a very successful recruiting event last month. We're having another one this month. So our goal is to get another 50 to 60 additional substitute teachers to complement our present number of subs that we have now.
The school board is having interviews later this month on August 25th. For people watching right now, who is a good candidate to apply for one of these jobs? And I mentioned some of the states that are changing the requirements for teachers. Maybe they're making it where you don't have to have certain certifications, or like I said, in Florida, they're doing this thing with military veterans. What are you able to do to sort of sweeten the pot to encourage people to apply?
Sure. So we encourage anyone that's interested in teaching and working with students. The job can be fairly flexible and it can be rewarding. So what we did last year is we settled a new contract with our substitute teachers. So the starting pay right now is $103 a day. It can go up to $127 if you have your certification. You don't have to be a Buffalo resident, but we do require that you do have a degree for your college degree. And it can go as high as $154 depending upon the number of days that you work, or if you're a retired teacher that has maintained their certification. We also sweeten the pot by adding up to a $1,000 bonus per semester if you work 50 days within that semester.
Finally, Lou, we've got about a minute left. It is a competitive marketplace out there. I mean, we've done stories about a shortage of lifeguards, about a shortage of people in the restaurant industry, of course, school teachers, nurses. There are so many. Are you confident you're going to be able to fill these 60 positions? And I guess I'm wondering, what are superintendents and school boards doing in terms of having a game plan in case you can't fill all of these spots?
Yeah, we go through a hierarchy in what we do in terms of trying to still offer quality instruction to our students. But first and foremost would be having an actual teacher in the classroom. That's what we're all doing. And what we're doing across districts, not only in Buffalo, but across Western New York, you're seeing districts increasing pay, offer various incentives, and doing these type of recruitment events all across the district to try and bring people in. We believe the people are out there. It's just a matter of making them aware that the opportunities exist in Buffalo and other places across Western New York.
Yeah, because you're not the only district dealing with this, right? So you're even competing against other school districts in addition to other industries.
We are.
I know that it's challenging. We appreciate you coming in and talking with us. Lou Petrucci is the board president for Buffalo Public Schools. It's good to see you. Best of luck. You got a couple more weeks before we get back to school.
Thank you very much. I'll take all the luck you have.
All right, thank you.